From the mist-covered moors to the hidden groves, across the lands of myth and legend, the Fae are watching, waiting, and sometimes lurking. This is Pantheon mythology, and these are the Fae creatures from across mythology and folklore. Lastly, before we begin, you love mythology, so be sure to check out our clothing brand, Pantheon Apparel. Here you'll find epic designs inspired by mythology, folklore, and legends. We ship worldwide and are rated excellent on Trustpilot. You'll find a link in the description. Right, let's get into it. Let's start things off with fairies, the most iconic of all Fae creatures. Often depicted as small ethereal beings with delicate wings, fairies are believed to inhabit a hidden world alongside our own, where they hold sway over nature, seasons, and even human fate. While some are kind-hearted, offering blessings or guidance, others are more mischievous, dangerous, and downright sinister. The Banshee, a spectral fae from Irish folklore, is known for her chilling wail that serves as a harbinger of death. She is said to appear near the homes of those about to lose a family member, her mournful cry piercing the silence of the night. Descriptions of the Banshee vary. Some see her as a young, ethereal woman with flowing hair, while others describe an aged hag with hollow, weeping eyes. Often dressed in white or grey, her presence is a terrifying reminder of the inevitable. The Banshee's keening is said to echo through the countryside, an unearthly sound that freezes those who hear it, knowing it foretells sorrow close at hand. The Bean Nighe, from Scottish folklore, is another seen as a harbinger of death. Known as the washerwoman at the ford, she appears near desolate streams or fords, washing the blood-stained garments of those destined to die. Descriptions of the Bean Nighe vary. Some depict her as a hag with a single nostril, a protruding tooth, and webbed feet, while others describe her as a small, pitiful figure resembling a child. Her presence is both ominous and sorrowful, embodying the inevitability of death. In some tales, if approached cautiously, she can reveal the names of those about to die and may even grant wishes. The Bluecap is a Fae entity from English and Scottish folklore, particularly associated with mining communities. Manifesting as a small, blue flame, the Bluecap is believed to inhabit mines, guiding and assisting miners. Unlike many Fae, Bluecaps are considered friendly, leading miners to rich mineral deposits and warning of potential dangers such as cave-ins. In return for their assistance, they expect fair compensation, typically equal to a miner's wage, left in a designated part of the mine. Overpayment is returned, and underpayment results in the Bluecap ceasing its helpful activities. The Brownie, also from Scottish and English folklore, is renowned for its nocturnal assistance with domestic chores. Typically depicted as small, shaggy, and brown-skinned, brownies are said to inhabit homes and farms, performing tasks such as cleaning and organizing while the inhabitants sleep. They are generally benevolent, but can become mischievous if offended. To maintain their favor, families traditionally leave offerings like milk, cream, or baked goods. However, gifting them clothing is believed to drive them away permanently. Across Europe, changelings were feared as a sinister replacement left by a Fae, stealing away human infants in the dead of night. These Fae children, frail and unnatural, were believed to bring misfortune to the families they infiltrated. Their hollow cries, unnatural intelligence, or eerie silence were signs of their otherworldly origin. Parents who suspected their child had been taken away by the Fae would resort to desperate and often cruel rituals to expose the changeling, believing only then might their true child be returned. These tales painted a bleak picture of helplessness, where even a family's most cherished members were not safe from the reach of the Fae. The Clurichaun, a solitary Fae from Irish folklore, is infamous for its love of drinking and mischief. Often dressed in red with a rosy complexion, he is said to haunt wine cellars and pubs, indulging in nightly revelries. Unlike his industrious cousin, the Leprechaun, he prefers causing trouble, such as riding sheep and dogs like horses until they collapse from exhaustion. While generally harmless, His temper can lead to chaos, spoiling wine, or creating disturbances if disrespected. Treating him with respect, or offering a fine vintage, might just keep his antics at bay. The Dearg Due, translating to red bloodsucker in Irish, is a vampiric fae who was once a beautiful woman forced into a loveless marriage by her father, leading to her untimely death. Rising from her grave, she sought vengeance by seducing men and draining their blood. Unlike traditional vampires, the Dearg Due doesn't fear sunlight or religious symbols, making her a relentless predator. To prevent her from rising, locals would place stones over her grave, a practice believed to keep her spirit at rest. The Gean-Cánach, translating to love talker in Irish, is known for his seductive nature. Often depicted as a charming, handsome man, he is said to wander the countryside, enticing young women with his enchanting words and melodies. A distinctive feature is his ever-present clay pipe, from which he smokes and weaves spellbinding tales. Encounters with the Gean-Cánach are believed to lead to misfortune, as those who fall under his spell may waste away from unrequited love or become ensnared in tragic circumstances. Leprechauns are iconic fae, seen as small, bearded men clad in green coats and hats. Renowned for their mischievous nature, they are solitary fae who spend their time crafting shoes and hoarding gold. According to legend, they conceal their treasures at the end of a rainbow, making it nearly impossible to find. Cunning and elusive, leprechauns are known to play tricks on those who attempt to capture them, often leading pursuers astray. Pixies are diminutive fae from British folklore. Particularly associated with the moorlands of Devon and Cornwall, they are depicted as small, elven beings clad in green. They are known for their playful and mischievous nature. Pixies delight in leading travellers astray, a phenomenon known as being pixie-led, causing disorientation and confusion. They are also fond of dancing in moonlit glades and engaging in light-hearted pranks. The Púca is known for its unpredictable nature. Often appearing as a black horse with glowing eyes, the Púca can take the form of a goat, dog, or even a human. While sometimes benevolent, offering advice or guidance, it is more commonly associated with mischief, leading travellers astray or causing minor havoc. In some tales, the Púca is said to take unwary riders on wild nocturnal journeys, only to deposit them far from home by morning. The Redcap is a malevolent fae notorious for its bloodthirsty nature. Dwelling in the ruins of castles where wicked deeds have occurred, the Redcap is depicted as a short, thick-set old man with long, prominent teeth, skinny fingers armed with talons like eagles, large fiery red eyes, grisly hair streaming down his shoulders, iron boots, and a pikestaff in his left hand and a red cap on his head. This sinister creature is said to murder travellers who seek refuge in its lair, soaking its cap in the blood of its victims, which gives it a crimson hue. Unaffected by human strength, the red cap can only be driven away by words of scripture or the brandishing of a crucifix, causing it to utter a dismal yell and vanish in flames, leaving behind a large tooth. The Aos Sí, also known as the Sídhe, are a supernatural race in Irish and Scottish mythology, often compared to fairies or elves. Believed to inhabit an invisible world that coexists with the human realm, they're said to dwell in the mounds or hills, which serve as portals to their otherworldly domain. The Aos Sí are considered to be remnants of the ancient deities, the Tuatha De Danann, who retreated to the other world upon the arrival of the Milesians. They are known to interact with humans, sometimes offering assistance, but can also be vengeful if disrespected. Traditionally, offerings of food and drink are left to appease them, and their abodes are treated with great respect to avoid incurring their wrath. The Sluagh are malevolent fae, depicted as a host of the unforgiven dead. According to legend, they are the souls of sinners who, upon death, are cast out and become restless spirits. These spirits are said to travel in groups, resembling a flight of birds, and are believed to steal the souls of the living. The Sluagh are considered dangerous, and their presence is often associated with misfortune or death. In some tales, they are said to enter homes through open windows, seeking to capture the souls of the living. To protect oneself from the Sluagh, It is advised to keep windows closed at night and to avoid being outside after sunset. The Leanan Sídhe is a dark and alluring, seductive and dangerous muse. While she is known to inspire exceptional creativity and artistic brilliance in poets, musicians and artists, her gifts come at a cost. The Leanan Sídhe feeds on the life force of her lovers, draining them of vitality as they bask in their newfound talent. Her lovers are often drawn into a passionate, intense affair that ends tragically, as they burn brightly with inspiration before quickly fading away. She embodies the perilous side of artistic genius, often the allure of immortality through creativity, but at the price of one's soul. The Spriggan is a grotesque fae, known to be a withered old man. These creatures are believed to be the spirits of ancient giants, retaining their immense strength despite their diminutive size. Spriggans are notorious for guarding buried treasure and ancient ruins, particularly in the West Penwith region of Cornwall. They are known to cause mischief, such as raising sudden whirlwinds to terrify travellers, sending storms to blight crops, and sometimes stealing mortal children, leaving their ugly changelings in their place. The Tylwyth Teg, meaning fair family in Welsh, are the fairy folk of Welsh folklore. They're often depicted as fair-haired ethereal beings who inhabit natural features such as caves, mountains, and ancient groves. Known for their enchanting beauty and magical abilities, the Tylwyth Teg are believed to dance in moonlit glades, creating fairy rings, and are said to bestow riches upon those they favour. However, they are also known to be mischievous, sometimes kidnapping human children and leaving changelings in their place. To appease them, offerings of milk and cream are traditionally left out, and it is considered disrespectful to speak ill of them, as this may incur their wrath. Dwarves, a species from Germanic and Scandinavian folklore, are short, stocky beings with a deep connection to the earth. They're renowned for their exceptional craftsmanship, particularly mining and metalwork, and are frequently associated with mountains and underground realms. In early literary sources, only males are explicitly referred to as dwarves. Dwarves are known for their guardianship of animals, freeing wildlife from traps and protecting them when needed. Elves are a diverse group of fae, often depicted as ethereal beings with a deep connection to nature and magic. They are typically divided into two main categories: light elves, who are benevolent and graceful, and dark elves, who are more sinister and often linked to the underground or hidden realms. Elves are known for their beauty, longevity, and exceptional magical abilities. In folklore, they are also associated with mischief, sometimes causing ailments such as elf sickness. The Hulder is a captivating fae, known to be a beautiful woman with a distinctive animal feature, a cow's or fox's tail. In Norwegian traditions, she is known as the Hulder, while in Swedish folklore, she is referred to as the Skogsrå, meaning forest spirit. The Hulder is known for her enchanting beauty and seductive nature, luring men into the forest, where they may become lost or trapped forever. In some tales, she seeks a human husband, but marrying one often comes with its own set of challenges and consequences. Kobolds are mischievous fae from Germanic folklore, often inhabiting homes and mines. In households, they are known to assist with chores such as tidying kitchens, but can also play pranks like hiding tools or tripping people. To maintain their favour, offerings like sweet milk and bread are left out. In mines, kobolds are believed to be guardians of treasures, sometimes leading miners to riches or causing accidents to protect their hoards. Their behaviour varies, some helpful, while others are troublesome. Moss people are small, moss-covered fairy creatures often found in forests or heathlands. Known for their grey, old-looking and hairy appearances, they blend in seamlessly with their natural surroundings, sometimes lying on the moss-covered ground to remain hidden. These fae are both helpful and mischievous, offering guidance or performing tasks for humans, but they can also become malevolent if disrespected. The Moss People are connected to the Wild Hunt, a supernatural procession in Germanic folklore, embodying the unpredictable and mysterious nature of the Fae world. Nixies are a type of water fae with the ability to shapeshift. Known for their captivating music, the male version sometimes takes the form of a handsome man to lure women into the water, where they meet a tragic end. While some stories portray Nixies as kind-hearted, offering protection or helping those in need, others depict them as dangerous tricksters, using their music to lure and drown unsuspecting victims. Farfadet, a French fae, is a small mischievous creature standing about half a meter tall, who are wrinkled, brown-skinned beings that wear tattered brown clothing or go naked. They are known to be helpful rather than malicious, though playful and sometimes mischievous. Farfadets like to tend horses, grooming them or weaving ringlets into their manes. They live in woodland, but also attach themselves to a neighbouring farm or homestead, completing odd tasks in the field in return for a bowl of milk or cream left on the doorstep at night. Korrigans are fae from Breton folklore, known for their small stature and mischievous nature. They inhabit forests, particularly the Brocéliande forest, and are closely tied to water sources like springs and rivers. Korrigans are considered descendants of ancient druidesses who resisted the spread of Christianity in Brittany. They are known for their enchanting singing and dancing, often using these talents to lure humans, especially men, into the forest. In some stories, their allure is sexual, with Korrigans seducing men to trap their hearts, dooming them to die from love. The Fossegrim is a malevolent fae known for its sinister nature and dangerous allure. This water spirit inhabits waterfalls and rivers, luring unsuspecting individuals with its enchanting music played on the hardanger fiddle. The Fossegrim's melodies are said to be so captivating that they can mesmerize listeners, drawing them into the water to drown. To protect oneself from the Fossegrim's influence, it is advised to avoid areas where it is known to dwell and be cautious of its enchanting music. The Xana is a fae from Asturian mythology in Spain, renowned for her extraordinary beauty and ethereal presence. She is believed to inhabit natural water sources such as fountains, rivers, and waterfalls, particularly those with pure water. Xanas are known to offer treasures, including gold or silver, to those they deem worthy, and their hypnotic songs can be heard during spring and summer nights. Individuals with pure souls who hear the Xana song are filled with a sense of peace and love, while those with impure souls may feel suffocated or driven insane. Nymphs are a race of fae that embody the spirits of nature, each associated with specific natural elements and features. In Greek mythology, they are depicted as beautiful ethereal beings inhabiting forests, rivers, mountains, and other natural landscapes. Nymphs are often portrayed as young women, embodying the vitality and beauty of the natural world. They are known for their close connection to the environment, playing roles as caretakers and protectors of their domains. Nymphs are generally kind-hearted, offering assistance to humans who show respect for nature, but they can become vengeful if their habitats are threatened or disrespected. Menehune are native fae of Hawaii, described as small dwarf-like beings inhabiting the forests and hidden valleys of the Hawaiian Islands far from human settlements. Known for their exceptional craftsmanship, the Menehune are credited with constructing temples, fish ponds, roads, canoes, and houses. Some of these structures, such as the Menehune fish pond on Kauai, still exist today, showcasing their remarkable engineering skills. The Menehune are nocturnal builders, working under the cover of darkness to complete their masterpieces. If they fail to finish their work by dawn, they leave it unfinished. Their favorite foods are bananas and fish, and they're said to be invisible to all but their children and humans connected to them. The Lady of the Lake is a powerful fae figure from Arthurian legend, known for her mystical abilities and significant role in the tales of King Arthur. She's often depicted as an enchantress who bestows Excalibur upon Arthur, solidifying his claim to the throne, and in some versions, she is also mother of Lancelot. Her character varies across different narratives, ranging from a benevolent figure who aids Arthur and his knights to a more enigmatic and capricious one. The Will O' The Wisp is a spectral fae known for its eerie, flickering light that leads travellers astray. These elusive lights are often seen over marshes, bogs, or swamps, appearing as small glowing orbs that mimic the appearance of a lantern. When approached, the Will O' The Wisp is said to move away, drawing the unwary deeper into treacherous terrain. This phenomenon is also known by various regional names, including jack-o'-lantern and ignis fatuus. In folklore, the Will O' The Wisp is often associated with mischievous spirits or the souls of the dead. Throughout today's journey into the Fae creatures from mythology and folklore, we've encountered beings that are as mysterious as they are mesmerizing. These Fae, woven into the fabric of countless cultures, embody the fears, desires, and wonders that have shaped human belief for centuries. With each creature, we step closer to a world where the boundaries of the natural and supernatural blur, and where every flicker of light or whisper in the dark might reveal something far more profound.